Good morning. I'm Mott, and as in Mott Pilates and Yoga. And today I want to take you through Renew and Restore, just a quick 30-minute practice. So if you're not familiar with this style class, we're going to incorporate props like my bolster, the blocks, and blanket. I even have my yoga strap here. And no worries if you don't have any of these things. As we go, so if you do want to use some things, you just don't technically have a yoga bolster, a rolled up extra yoga mat would work, or just a really kind of firm pillow. The yoga blocks and any blanket, again, sort of the yoga blanket is kind of firm. It can be stacked to be a different height, a different level. So, but really any blanket, a strap, a belt, a hand towel could also work. So I also make this class yen style. So as we hold a pose, we're going to hold it for about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe one. But as you can see, it'll be a length of time. And that is a challenge in itself. So a lot of these poses, we're just simply going to be lying there. But I say simply, but not really. It's challenging in that we have to stay still and we have to keep our minds, or our goal is to kind of keep our minds quiet and still. And that can be really challenging for a lot of us. We're just very go, 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 go in this society. So this class, Renew and Restore, definitely has its place. It's super relaxing. Hopefully you leave and feel like you've had a massage almost. It is so relaxing. So I want you to ease into, we'll start off into waterfall. I love starting off in this pose because it is very relaxing. It just right off the bat kind of puts you into a very calming state. If you have lots of wall space like I have back behind me, feel free to bring your legs up the wall. Otherwise, if you're not quite familiar with waterfall, I'm going to grab my bolster because I just find that to be way more comfortable. So you're going to come down, lift up to put the bolster right at your lower back, that bony area, and then you're going to extend your legs up. All right, so stay there. I'm going to come out of it because I like to start this class off with a reading. I'm just going to tilt my camera down just a tad bit. So ease into waterfall. And the blanket could come to your lower back too. Or if you're okay, you don't really even have to put anything at your lower back. Again, this class is all about using props to support us in these poses so we can stay there for some time. So once you get there, just close your eyes and ease into your yoga breath. So during this class, I use my timer on my phone. So if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just getting the timer going. So breathing, inhaling through your nose, and exhaling out of your nose. And just keep working on that breath. So I'm going to read a passage titled, "There is Power in Stillness." Our miracles and life's magic don't appear when we're restless and frantic. The miracles and magic happen when we're still, quiet, calm, and trusting. Each of us has favorite items and places that help to calm and quiet us. What stills our mind? A walk in the park, a special place in the city, a quiet room, an old Chanel robe, a rock, a cross, a picture, or a lit candle. Use these places and things to find that place of stillness in yourself. Find the power in stillness. It's a power that comes gently, like the morning sunrise or the evening stars. Take time each day to seek out stillness, to find that sacred spot. Let your mind and soul be at ease. Don't grasp and grab for the magic and miracles. When you reside in that place of stillness, the joy, miracles, and magic you're seeking will find you. So I would like to add yoga mat, because because that definitely is a great place for stillness. So as we work on stillness in this practice today, notice what happens. Notice how it goes, how it feels. Notice what challenges come up. We're going to hold here for 5 more. So inhaling fully, belly rise. And exhale, nice, slow, and controlled. All right, let's go ahead and release. Lift up to remove the block or bolster and hug your knees into your chest. So as we go through poses, as we hold poses, the next pose, I like to bring a little movement to it. So it just adds a little variety. So let's just rock from side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. When you ease over to one of your sides, just press yourself all the way up, and let's continue some movement with cat and cow. So inhaling, drop your belly. Exhale, round. And just take one more. And then we're going to work in child's pose next, and a supported child's pose at that. So this is where you're going to grab your bolster. Take your knees out as wide as you're able, as wide as it feels good. And of course, you don't have to have support. You can just come down onto your yoga mat. And if you're doing the yoga mat, in which case you kind of want to keep your forehead grounded. And on the bolster, you might find it more comfortable to rest on your cheek. So if you're resting on your cheek, I will tell you when to switch. So that way, kind of equal sides on both. And it's great neck stretch as well. So as you come down to your bolster, you keep that length in your back. And we're going to go ahead and pick your favorite cheek and rest. And right off the bat, just begin to notice where this pose hits you. Like, where are you feeling this pose? Focus on those muscles. As you exhale, release that tension. Go ahead and switch, resting on your other cheek. Taking one more full inhale. And exhale, just empty out and press yourself up. Let's take a few more cat and cows. Inhaling, drop your belly, crown your head and tailbone lift. And exhale, begin to round, pull your belly button in, press the ground away, tuck your chin. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take one more. We're going to come into a seated position next. With your legs out in front of you, taking a seated forward fold, working on our backs and the back of our legs, just the back of our body, focusing on that area and relaxing those muscles. So lots of different ways you can do this. First of all, if this is just uncomfortable in a seated position, you're very tight in your hip flexors, just your hips, hamstring area. You might find comfort by sitting up on your blanket. And again, you can make it as high as you want. You could even sit up on your bolster if you needed to do that. And then from here, and I'm going to put my bolster on top because again, our goal is for support. And then I'm going to, I can't quite make my forehead ground down to the bolster. So I'm going to add my block there. And to me, this is very uncomfortable. So this is how I'm going to use my blanket, just a little bit of padding. So from here, you're going to inhale and then exhale. And I'm going to rest on my cheek just so I can breathe. Actually, I might scoot that back and then on my forehead. All right, and that's where we're going. You find your version of forward fold as supported as you possibly can be. Again, just breathing. Empty out and lift up. For the last minute, can you go a little deeper into this? So now I think I probably can ground my forehead down. I might make my blanket, I might just place my blanket down so it's not quite as high as the block and the blanket. So see what you can do to come a little deeper. And if you can't, don't worry about it, don't force it. Take one more breath. And slowly come on up. And I'm just going to put everything off to the side for a brief moment here. And again, bringing movement. So let's find a comfortable seat. And then just side bend as you exhale. Inhale, lengthens. Keep that length. Keep your sit bones grounded. Exhale to your other side. Yes. Back in the center. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale into prayer. Let's pause here for a moment before we continue on and just set your intention for your practice, for the rest of your practice. Why have you shown up today? Why have you pushed play? What brought you to this video this morning? Maybe close your eyes or just gaze down. We'll just take 2 full inhales and exhales. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. We're going to come back down to your back. We're going to come into supported bridge next. So just really working on spinal flexibility. And bridge is a really good back bend. And it's great for your glutes and your leg muscles, your abs. A lot of things are working in this. So you're still getting the benefits of bridge, but you might find, but again, our goal, right, is to hold bridge for 2 to 3 minutes, which is going to be a little hard if you're supporting yourself. So the block or the bolster will support you in bridge, but it doesn't take away from all the wonderful benefits you're getting from bridge. You're just able to maintain it a lot longer, and that length of time there is going to be doing the work and helping you do that work too, which is great. All right, so let's ease down. You can use the block or the bolster. I love the block for this pose because, you can start here at this level, you can raise it up and then come here. The bolster, if your goal for this class is just to have everything super relaxing, and then you might find more comfort with the bolster underneath you. And so this is going to make you work a little harder, especially if you're at this level. If you've never done this before, don't push it to this level. But if you've been practicing for a while, see what happens. Go here and then play around, see what you can do, but don't force anything. So ease down. Lift up, press into your feet, and then find your sacrum, the bony area, the lower back, and just settle in. Maybe you might have to shift and move and, just find that place of stillness eventually, getting comfortable here. And then once you're there, just close your eyes. And typically in bridge, you'd be squeezing your glutes, engaging your legs. You're not really doing any of that here. This class is really, your goal is to relax, but your lower back is still getting some benefits from bridge pose here. It's just, again, you're supported. So the block is doing a lot of the work for you, not your leg muscles to hold you up. Keep your breath steady. You need to breathe, inhaling and exhaling out of your nose. Your arms can just be along your side. They can be out at T or even above your head, on your, back behind you, and reaching for the front of the room or to the side wall or whatever is behind you right now. Take one more full inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, releasing your block or bolster and coming all the way back down. Keep your feet out wide and windshield wiper your knees from side to side, releasing your lower back. So we're going to come into reclined cobbler next, and you've got a choice to make. You can stay right here on your back, especially if you don't have a bolster or anything to substitute for that bolster. So you can stay right here on your back, bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to hold this for some time, so feel free to put blocks underneath your knees if you need that added support. Otherwise, if you do have your bolster and other props you want to incorporate, let's go ahead and press carefully back up. And you're going to gather your things. So you're going to bring your bolster along. Your lower back is going to come right up against the bolster. I am going to use my blanket just to support my upper body, my head, neck. So I'm going to place that just right there on my bolster. And I'm going to grab my strap. And it's in a loop, as you can see. And I'm going to put this around my body. And then with my feet, I'm going to scooch back a little bit. With my feet already in cobbler, I'm going to put the strap around my feet. And I've got the end of the strap facing me. So it's going to be easy to tighten up. Just make sure the strap is straightened out so it's comfortable on you when you end up coming back. So I wouldn't tighten up too much until you lie down. You can kind of adjust it. So again, the bolster is right at your lower back. And we're going to just slowly ease down. And I can definitely tighten this up from here. And again, the blocks can be underneath your knees for support as well. So I'm just getting the timer ready. And close your eyes and release. Again, I love arms out at T in this pose. Just a great opener in the chest. I can feel this pose in my inner thighs. You notice where this pose is hitting you. Where do you feel this pose? And as you exhale, as you're breathing, focus on those areas and just focus on softening those muscles. Do your best just to try to release that tension. And just focus on your breath after that. Just inhale and exhale. Even if you have to tell yourself, inhale and exhale. Just take one more big inhale. And exhale very carefully. We're going to come on up and just be mindful of your neck. Ease out of this. Come out however you need to. Just do it carefully. And again, come into a comfortable seat. Let's take a nice big inhale. Reach up. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. So from here, if you want to end in, let's squeeze in one more pose. And then I'll leave you on Savasana if that's where you want to be left, and then we'll finish. So let's come into, let's end with Pigeon. I'm going to take half Pigeon, and support it with my bolster. If you need to, please feel free to come down to your back, right ankle, draw your, left thigh into your chest. So this can be support, your modification for half Pigeon. Otherwise, come into tabletop with me. We won't be here very long at all. And either from tabletop or a down dog, let's take that right leg through. So the right leg, depending on your flexibility, is as parallel to the front of your yoga mat. But you want to think about this right hip down on the mat. So if it's lifted up, you could put your blanket there for support or a yoga block there. And also hips are facing the front of the room, belly button's facing the front of the room. So, and you can draw this heel in as close as you need to make that happen. So inhale, and then from here, let's go ahead and release all the way down, resting on your favorite cheek if you've got the bolster. Just take one more breath. And release. Come into tabletop if you're here with me. If you're on your back, just hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side, or feel free to come up into tabletop with us. We'll take some hip circles. So just pick a direction and circle back as you exhale towards your heels. And then let's take a few in the other direction. Awesome. All right, let's settle into the other side. So back to your back for modified if you need to, or slide your left leg through, extend that right leg back. And then again, stay here for a moment. Do not rush. Is your hip grounded? Is it lifted? Again, put the block there or blanket. You're facing the front of the room. And once you're good there, you can, again, go ahead and release down, resting on your favorite cheek. Take one more full inhale. Again, very carefully emptying out and press yourself back up. Again, take your time if you're on your back. So now we will end right here. Actually, let's do this. Let's come back to tabletop. Let's finish that up. And if you're on, and go back to those circles. Sorry, I'm like rushing. Ooh, where's my head? Yeah, let's do these circles like we did on the other side. We're doing pigeon. What a great way to finish up. And then switch directions. Do 2 more. Okay, last one. Now let's come to a seated position. So I'm gonna end you right here, but if you want to take Savasana, which, what a great way to end class, final resting pose, come to your back, hit stop on this, come to your back. Highly recommend, if you've got the bolster, to place it right underneath your knees. Feels so good. Or any other pose that you would like that we've taken today. And then stay in final resting pose for as long as you need this morning. Otherwise, with me, let's take a nice big inhale, reach up for the sky. And exhale, release. Let's do one more time. Big inhale. And release. Let's find our way into heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest, gaze down. And just acknowledge yourself this morning for showing up, coming to your mat to be still and to see the power and feel the power in that stillness. My whole health coaching company is called Pause Wellness because there is power in stillness. When we get quiet, we notice things. We notice things that are going on in our body. We can talk to God. We can listen to God. We can notice things in nature. We can notice our partner, whoever we're spending time with. So many wonderful things in that stillness and that pause. So set an intention to pause. Doesn't even have to be on your yoga mat. Work whatever works best for you. Or if it does work on your yoga mat, set an intention to get your yoga mat out at least once a day. But as we stay here, breathe, you can just notice how this practice is leaving you. What's your breath like right now? Notice your energy and your mood. Maybe take one final scan of your body from the crown of your head down to your toes. Just take in how each and every one of your muscles are feeling right now. And one more full inhale. And exhale. You can end class with a namaste. I'm going to end with an amen. So from my heart to yours, amen. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on your mat. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.